Solo by solo. Take courage, you got to leave. Sorrow, sorrow by sorrow.
Yes, you're in tune to Brother Kubara. This is African Worldview, and I've got my guest in the studio, Brother Shango. I'm just going to tell you a bit about his film, and then I'll bring Brother Shango in. His film is a very conscious and politically motivated full-length action thriller film based around 4 black characters, Baku, Tiko, Yaya, and Kwame, who met at Pan-African meeting in Gambia, West Africa, and they decided that for there to be a positive change in the social and economical situation of Africans at home and diaspora, some of the leadership problems affecting Africa and the Caribbean will need to be rectified. They travelled to the UK to go after some corrupt puppet African leaders and their powerful patrons in the West who have misappropriated the resources of the continent, in so doing sentencing the people to a life of misery and deprivation. So I've got the director of the film in the studio, Brother Shango, and I'm just going to bring him in right now. Welcome, Shango.
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good to be here. What's up to all your listeners and everybody out there? Greetings and peace,
Okay, just tell us a bit about your background.
Background is a person raised in Madagascar. Moved to the U.S. at a very young age. Went to film school, from film school, got bored with that, joined up with a few Pan-African organizations along the way. A lot of moved from one organization to another. I called it organization crawling. Folks were doing wonderful work, but the problem that I found was we were talking about a vehicle, but the vehicle to get us where we were talking about was really not available. So, the way it was convenient stayed on, where it just became a matter of talk, feel good talk, moved on to other things. And the film itself was was put together by an organization called the African Unification and Empowerment Institute. They wanted to send some strong messages out there, and I figured, this is something that I got some experience in, so, let's roll with it,
Making films, who were your influences and inspirations?
Let me say, the best film I ever seen, I think I've seen to date is probably Children of the Dust, or Daughters of the Dust. I do not remember the sister's name that made the film, and I never watched the whole film from the beginning to the end, but it's one of those films that you catch in the middle, and even if you cut the last 5 minutes of it, you're always going to remember it for a long time to come. Waited a long time in between that before Sankofa came out. I saw Sankofa, loved it. So, anybody that's doing, apart from that, I've been into a lot of underground filming. There's a lot of good brothers out there that's doing strongly positive black films, mapping out agendas, stating problems, but also mapping out possible agendas for resolution of those problems. And, fictional, but these are things that you look at, you say, if we could only imply this, it might, So, yeah.
Well, I'm just sitting here with a smile on my face because I know the film,
okay.
Daughters of the Dust.
Right.
The director was Julie Dash.
Yes. That's
and last year, I met somebody who is actually going back down to South Carolina to that community to film like a follow-up and meet up with Julie Dash, because she meets Julie Dash a lot up in, I think up in New York or something.
All right.
And I've got the book.
Right,
there's a book about Daughters of the Dust and all the research and the story of it. So that film is definitely, from you're inspired by that, because I always just remember it was always a golden kind of color. All the camera work, it was all golden.
Yeah. I thought they made. For me, it was more miracles. I did not see too many locations or a lot of the other distractions that really you need to keep your audience interested. But to shoot a story like that over, I don't remember. I know I cut the film from the middle. I don't know how long the film itself is, but to shoot a story like that and keep your audience captivated and just glued to the screen, it's amazing. It's wonderful. you know. So yeah, definitely. If you're going up there, you know anybody who knows the sister who's going to see the sister, she got my love, man. You know, whatever she bringing out, I'm right there. You know.
Yeah, right. You've made this film, The Quiet Storm. Before you made that, what films had you been making?
Worked on something called Black as Blue. Not Black, there's another film called Black and Blue. Worked on something called Black as Blue. Made about 25 different shots before that. So, I mean, at some point, everybody was beginning to look at me as the short filmmaker. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, you get caught up in that. It's something that you're used to doing, you know how to do it, and you go to people and say, I want to make a feature film, and they laugh, say, but you make very good short films, you know.
So were they mainly in America or in Britain?
Mostly in the U.S., mostly in the U.S.
Okay.
I made a couple things. I made a couple docudramas on my last trip to the continent, Africa. Made something that was shot between the Republic of Benin and Nigeria. Still got that sitting on my editing system, and we've not cut it together to show it yet, but we're definitely gonna follow up on it.
Okay, so the film The Quiet Storm, yeah, I just gave a little rundown, of what the storyline was. You know, do you want to expand on that?
I think you pretty much covered everything. So it is about, yes, it's about these four black guys decided that one of the biggest problems affecting the continent is with rogue African leaders who misappropriate public funds, stashed in banking institutions in the West. So they've come down to the West to make the West uncomfortable for these rogue leaders and their families. Obviously, somewhere along the way, their powerful patrons in government and institutions up here get involved, who have a die-hard interest in the political and physical survival of these rogue leaders get involved, and the whole plot just goes buck wild from there. The funny thing is the whole part about going after rogue African leaders and everything in the film is 2.5 hours long. But the whole part about going after these rogue leaders probably wind up being about maybe 15 minutes, and the rest of the film is all the powerful patrons, what they need to do, what they got to do to get what they need, and what, in my opinion, we as a people need to be doing to get where we got to go. So there's a lot of strong emphasis on African spirituality, the possible application of African spirituality into the liberation or the unification of our people and the self-determination of our people. My best scene in the whole film was actually a scene that we brought in at the last minute because we did not know how it was going to work. And it was a scene where after we had a montage of assassinations of these rogue African leaders and their kids and everything. And this other, I think it's a character that was a finance minister of a West African country, had gone before the prime minister to complain that they were not getting enough security and everything. And while he was out there complaining, there was this Obia woman who was motivating things, dancing a little bit, shaking a little things. But at the end of the scene, the guy winds up dead right there in front of the prime minister. The character that's playing the prime minister, and the look on his face, just for me, just it said everything. I mean, that gave me the satisfaction that, I got it. If the folks get it, then maybe we're going to eventually get it.
Okay, so are you the scriptwriter for the film?
Yes, I did.
And it's your production company as well, so everything integrated, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I run a production company with a couple sisters, Kati Moore, very powerful sister, Roslyn, and a couple, yeah, but it's a small production company. I'm a part of the production company. I write the scripts and, yeah.
Yeah, you've been shown the film round and about. What's been the response?
Wonderful from my black audience. White folks sometimes have a difficult time sitting through the film. Understandable. It's a film that seems to be instigating a certain line of action against those people who oppress or certain people. Not I say if I was no, I'm not gonna get into that. But it's instigating a certain line of action, and I figure you got these four black guys, overwhelmingly powerful. You got these older white guys who run the world and at the mercy of these black guys and everything. And it's just that power switch thing that I think a lot of my white audience have not gotten very comfortable with so far. So, It
reminds me in a way of that film Putney Swope. film, but
Right,
where
right, right.
the man takes over the ad agency.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
then, things get turned around a bit.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I say for me, and like we was talking before. I mean, for me, film is just film. I mean, music is music. As long as what we need to be doing right now is looking at ways of using what's available out there to move our people or to get ourselves where to that destination that we've been talking about. To get where we need to go. So if film aids that, wonderful, I'm all for film. If music aids that, wonderful, I'm all for music. If book aids that, then that's wonderful too. But it's all about getting where we need to go and pumping information or ideas out there to our people that, we can talk about this all we want. We can match and sing about this all we want, but we still got work to do. We got a place to get to, and anybody who got ideas, put it out there. Let's share it. Let's, maybe some folks going wrong with it.
Okay, so how long did the film take to make?
The body of the film took about 6 months, 3 months. But then with all the problems that we ran up against and everything, it's maybe about a year and a half. And the film still is not finished. The sound sometimes is atrocious. We're trying to fix that. We're going to fix that. But hey, the message is there. Most people who come to see the film, they've not taken no notice of the sound, the sound problems that we've been having that we still have to fix. So, it's still an ongoing process. The film is finished, the body of it is finished, but we're still trying to clean up a little something on the sound side. But it takes nothing away from the message, from the plot, from anything. It's still a good film.
So was it shot in London?
Most of it, almost all of it was shot in London.
Okay, because one thing I was thinking that I hadn't heard anything about the film until about 6 weeks ago or so, right? 8 weeks ago, and I was just thinking, how comes this film that's got that storyline? Because normally when a black film gets shot in Britain, everybody's talking about it for 6 years before it comes out, and then it turns out that the storyline's a bit weak, right? It's a bit of a compromised storyline, but it sounds like yours is true to form, and yet like there wasn't that buzz all the time before it.
That's the problem, my brother. That the storyline. If we were shooting some music and dance thing, it's okay. We're gonna get all the props we want to get. If we were shooting some butt dancing type thing and the regular stereotype thing, yeah, they're gonna give you all the press you want. But once you start promoting an idea that the establishment or the people that support the establishment or the media out there sees a little bit not too comfortable to that power base right now. I don't, they tell you can make the film, you're not going to show it in my cinema. Forget about press, Even trying to get the film shown in cinema in black communities has been hell. I mean, but we've been renting theaters. We've been getting the folks out there, everybody out there. Everybody's been, people's been, they like the film. I mean, but personally, like I said, like I always tell folks, I mean, if you look at a film and you've been here for a film and watched the film and gone back home and felt like you watched a good film, then it's all been a waste of time for me. But if you see it and it makes you think and realize that, yeah, we got work to do. Not that we need to talk about the work that we need to do, but because the tools and the ingredients to carry out those work, it's out there, it's available. Then let's get on with it. Let's.
How much did the film cost to make?
Close to 200 grand. I'm not going to repeat that when I start looking for a deal, because then I'm going to jazz that up about 10 times in order to recoup some of the expenses. Yeah, close to 200 grand. That's not counting the deferral. All the actors we had a cast of about 158 people speaking parts in the film, and we shot out of 48 locations. So, costed, we cut budget, and even after shooting 60% of the film, we still had to go back and reshoot most of the film again because one of the actors woke up one day and said, I want to renegotiate. And I said, there ain't nothing to renegotiate, there's no money there, but he wasn't comfortable with that, and he figured, hey, see ya. So, yeah, we took the hard road, rather than,
Okay, wow, they were raising the finance must have...
It was hell. I went through all the normal process, the film council, all the government organizations out there. Like I said, the problem was with the script, not that it was not well written, but what the script was talking about. And it's okay for you to write a wonderful script. When I say a wonderful script, a relative script to black issue, and for it to be strong. But when you're gonna make that film, you better have an alternative source of finance because, like they say, no powerful group of people is ever going to teach a powerless group of people how to take away their power, talk less of facilitating them with the funds to spread that type of message to their own people on how to take away their power. So, yeah, it was had all the way. It was an uphill struggle all the way. We realized that we wanted to do it. We wanted to do it our own way. Actually, when we couldn't get most of these organizations on board, we did get some funding from some private funding. We had gone to a gentleman who, I'm not going to mention names, but you know what you know, man, if you're listening to this. Arranged everything, finalized all the arrangements. Everybody was comfortable with everything. And this certain gentleman was going to come in with, I think it was about 187 grand, to do the film properly. We were offloading the equipment, on the first day shoot when I got a phone call that he wanted to talk to me. Went down there to have a conversation, and he said, beautiful film. I still love the film. However, there's certain things that I'm not comfortable with in the script. Immediately, I had expected that to happen a week before the shoot, but hey, it's a good poker player, man. He played me till the last minute, and I guess he figured we had no choice at this point. We're offloading equipment, everything is set up. We're going to have to play ball. We decided that we were going to play bad poker, and we paid for it. But I paid for it over 100 times if I had to,
So you're self-distributing as well. So, yeah, it's like...
Hey, it's no use talking about the independent black film, finding the resources to make independent black films, scripting things independently, and when it comes to pushing the film out there, you still got to go through the same channel because they're just going to stonewall you. We got Stonewall from Brixton. We got Stonewall from a whole bunch of theaters, even places that had facilities for independent filmmakers to come into and show low-budget films, at a very discounted rate. Once they saw the trailer of the film, we weren't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to pay the full fee, and most of the time we could afford the full fee. So, but it's been good. It's been a wonderful experience because based on that, we've gotten a couple brothers together right now, going out there looking at ways of distributing independent black films. We've been networking with a whole bunch of community centers, and it is my hope that within the next 2-3 months, if there's any positive independent black films out there that's been made before that our people don't have access to, or that's going to be made in the future, we are going to be able to open those films on over 100 screens, not cinemas, but we'll provide the popcorns and yaki and saltfish and saltfish dumpling and everything else that it's going to be a regular cinema atmosphere. But that is when you start thinking, yes, we got independent black film distribution on screens. You were just telling me about how brothers up in Nigeria has been distributing their films. That's another lesson to learn when those films go to DVD and video. So when you combine the two of them, then you can say, hey, we all need to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because what they're doing out there is like, they've developed that whole consciousness that the viewers have, that they don't mind. Every Friday they're going there to collect their new video, their new film, right? They're in that way of thinking. They don't expect to see it on TV. If it gets on TV, it's good. But if it doesn't get on TV, they're on a thinking thing of like where I know that man is making that film, or I know that person is in that film.
Right.
On Friday, I will go to this market and buy it.
Absolutely.
And, the man I was talking to, Jetta, he was saying that within 3 weeks, these people getting their money back.
Absolutely.
Right? And
absolutely.
Anybody who can get their money back on a film in 3 weeks is smiling.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because some people ain't getting their money back.
Most people ain't getting their money back, period. I ain't got none back yet. I don't think we're really going to recoup a lot of the budget, but it was not done for that. The motivation for the film, we did not look at it as something that was going to make money. When I took the script down to Kati and the other brothers, they got together and funded the film along with my personal fund. I think the best thing I was looking for was a very, very, very good home video that I knew that my kids could watch over and over again. And I could say, yeah, I mean, that's it. Look at it, you know, and they're not going to get bored of, you know, and it's something that's relative to them and that they think is empowering them in some way.
Okay, you're in tune to me, Brother Kubara. This is AMP Radio.
Who say I tire? Rest of the Resica. Who say I tire? Now rest of the Resica. Who say I tire? Now rest of the Resica. Who say I tire? Now rest of the Resica. Who say I tire? Now rest of the Resica. Make I tell you what happened last night. I did with my baby for a room. We just dey enjoy small, small. Small time, it become too much. Now I take rest small. My baby look my face. He notice say something wrong. He look me well again. He ask me, he say, Shango, I be you tired. I say, me get tired. I'm not tired, rara. I still dey. Well, me tired. Ha ha. Who say I tire? Now rest of the Resica. Who say I tire? Now rest of the Resica. Who say I tire? Now rest of the Resica. Who say I tire? Now rest of the Resica. Who say I tire? Now rest of the Resica. Who say I tire? For this Nigeria, sometime man go tire. But when you tire, I'll make you not let people know say you tire. Because wife is there, bikini there, girlfriend is bubble. When you spend money so day, brother come, he won't go school, he on school field. Mama day, grandmama day, small time, money finish. You go your village, then go right to it and they go say, Baba Beji, I be you tired. You say, you get me, I'm not tired. Who say I'm tired? Now rest of the Resica. Who say I'm tired? Now rest of the Resica. Who say I'm tired? Now rest of the Resica. Now who say I'm tired? Now rest of the Resica. Who say I'm tired? Now rest of the Resica. Now rest of the Resica. When you dey tire, make you not let people know say you tire. That is the game here in our country. Worker tire, he put time for road. He say slow men at work. When businessman tire for money small, he go say he retire.
Who say I tire Shegun book now? Yes. And I'm in the studio with Shango, producer and director of the film Quiet Storm that's out and about. The next question I was going to ask, is there music in the film?
No, we got a lot of music in the film.
Right, so what I wanted to ask you about then was that, is that self-made music or did you have to like get clearance rights and everything?
No,
like that?
I mean most of the music was provided by young brothers out there. We just got a whole bunch of folks out there who doing music, who want an avenue to expose them. And
So it's like original soundtrack as
all
well.
of it is original soundtracks, and we got some heavy duty things in there, my brother. We got some heavy duty soundtracks in there. You got, there's so much. There was a brother, David, and I said I listened to some of his music, and I said I need some soundtrack for this film, and he said, but I don't know how to make soundtracks. I said just take these clips, watch it, and come to me with something. He said, give me some guidelines. I said, I don't know what guidelines to give you. Just take the damn film, go watch the film, and I said, give me 1 or 2 tracks. The brother came back and said, here, I got these 9 tracks. Maybe you'll find one of it that you like. I used the whole 9 tracks in the film, and the story is pretty much the same all across the board. We probably got contribution from maybe about 7 or 8 people. And after screening the film, now I got about 30 CDs that's been brought to me, and everybody said, yeah. But if it can't go, if it does not go on Quiet Storm, we're probably going to use most of that music in the next project that we're working on.
Yeah, because that's the other thing that I've talked to people about as well. Like a lot of people who, you know, like they're struggling to get their music out there, and I always say to them, go and do a soundtrack.
Absolutely.
Because then, like, you know your music's getting played, you know your music's getting heard,
Absolutely.
right? You know, because there's some people, right, that are a bit wary of just going straight into the music business side of the music business.
Absolutely.
You know, but I say, no, link it to a film. And even I spoke to Tim Reed, and he was talking about like having like an integrated company where they control the music, they write the scripts, they control the distribution, they're the directors as well. And in that way, you know, the profits are all in-house, or at least, and you know, you can manage the costs, but you can also do artist development.
Absolutely.
And you know that group of people will always work with you.
Absolutely.
Because they know that you're going to treat their thing properly. It's not just somebody just coming for the shoot, wants to be a prima donna, and then, you know what I mean, like giving you problems.
And when you got a budget like mine, you definitely ain't got the time for no prima donnas dancing on a pinhead, right?
You know?
But hey, it's been wonderful, man. It's given there's a lot of young brothers out there who are contributing something positive to the film. They also feel that they're getting the exposure rather than just sending demo tapes here or there. I mean, here's an avenue, and yeah, definitely a lot of brothers and sisters need definitely to be looking at that side of things. Soundtrack for film is it's a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool. I mean, film, the visual aspect of it is just half of it. The other half of it is the sound aspect of it, and that's the dialogue, the effects, and definitely the soundtrack. So, yeah.
Give us some of the dates where the film's going to be shown over the next couple of weeks.
We moved the film into the community now. On the 14th and 15th, we're showing at the Brixton Recreation Center that's in Brixton at 4:30 in the evening. On the 19th and 20th, we're showing up at the Unity Center that's in Peckham. That's off of Peckham High Street. On the 21st, we're showing up at the Ya Asantewa Center, which is I think that's on Chippenham Mills, and that's off of Maryland Road. Maryland Road is off of Harrow Road, that's in West London. After that, the week after that, I think is the 26th or 27th, we're showing up at the Tavistock Center in Houston. Then we're showing at the Round Chapel in Lower Clapton High Street on the 28th and 29th. And all those other shows, I think they all start at 6 p.m. in the evening, with the exception of the one up in Brixton Recreation Center on the 14th and 15th that starts at 4:30 in the evening.
Are you up in Clarendon Road?
Oh, thanks for checking me. I rolled right past that one. There's the African Caribbean Center on the 22nd. In Clarendon Road. So 21st is the Ya Asantewa, which is on the Saturday at 6 p.m. 22nd is at Clarendon Road at 6 p.m. I think the nearest tube station for that's probably Turnpike Lane.
So are you going to be showing it outside London?
Manchester, we're working on something. Birmingham, we got a couple brothers working on something. I think Bristol, and there's another place. But this has usually been... black folks just come to see the film and they're like, damn, I mean, when you're coming down to my area, well, we're working on it. They say, well, you're not working on it fast enough. Can I get involved in it and, try to help you guys push the film out there? Definitely. So it's been all good, my brother. It's been all good. I mean...
Because I know people from outside London would love to see that, and it's like, Liverpool, Leeds, Bradford, Wolverhampton, Coventry,
absolutely.
A whole lot of them and they would cut Luton as well.
It's a small company. If there's anybody out there, any brothers and sisters out there who want to get involved in it, organize a screening, arrange a screening, hey, it's all a wee type business, man. Let's talk. That's what it's all about. That's how we gonna get there. We need to start networking. Just spreading it out there. You know what I'm saying? Get folks together to do things. So yeah.
So, I mean, where we're at in terms of like making films in Britain, right? I mean, you've made one feature film. usually only one black feature film seems to get made every year.
Absolutely.
You know, and
which is sad. Think independent. That's all I can say. Think independent. Curtail your budget. Cut your budget. Find ways to cut your budget. I'm not saying cut your risk in the process, but cut your budget. Think independent. Go to the community with your ideas. Let them know what you're trying to do. Let them know it's about representing them. If it's about representing them properly. If anybody got a good film that's representing me, we got some equipment and say, yo, I need this, I need that. I'll be a crew hand on it because I see the need for it. But if somebody's coming up with that another butt dancing, boot licking, and monkey shine and bamboozle in front of the screen, I'm sorry, I can't get involved in things like that. We already got enough folks out there doing things like that. So that market is saturated already. We need brothers and sisters with the right kind of ideas about the right kind of direction about where we as a people need to be going, the kind of information that we as a people, our children, and that we need, you know, and who are prepared to say, yes, it's probably not going to be the most commercially viable thing right now, you know, but there is a need for it, and let's go ahead and do it. The commerce thing is secondary thing. Let's worry about what we got to do right now, what we need in the community, how we going to get out of a whole bunch of the I'm looking for a fancy word that's not a cuss word. I was going to say bullshit. No, I did not say that. Let's look for, let's start dealing with the real things, man. Let's, you know, and that's where I'm at. But having said that, there are brothers who want to do the play thing. I'm not trying to checkmate them or advise them. I'm trying to advise them against it. I am categorically trying to say, there's a lot of people doing that. Hollywood is doing enough of that. Enough of that right there. You know, leave it alone. Let's deal with more serious issues. People are gonna watch it. I mean, we're not advertising quiet stuff, man. Just through word of mouth, people are coming, and it's wonderful to see when your folks come and say thank you. And let's thank you because they got something out of it, not just entertainment. They can get entertainment from anywhere. You know, we need to start dealing with edutainment now. How we combine education and entertainment together as a package, and say, here is it.
Okay, so Quiet Storm's out and about, and you're working on the next project?
We're working on a film called Niles, which we're still trying to raise funds for. I mean, Quiet Storm, obviously. Hopefully, we have a production party for that, which a production party is another way of raising funds, because what we do usually is throw one of these production parties, investors production party, invite, anybody you want to invest in the film business from the community to come down to the production party. We usually set the investment at maybe from $1,000 or £1,000 upward, just to make accounting a lot easier. And we have another production party for the next film called Niles, which is not as political as Quiet Storm. It's a story about a Jamaican assassin that was hired by a rogue SES group to carry out a political assassination of a wonderful politician in Jamaica. On the way down, for that, he was paid in residency visa and some cash for himself, his wife, and his handicapped son. On the way down here, his wife gets assassinated, so he becomes a lone, dangerous assassin in sole custody of his 9-year-old son with very special needs. So it's just plotting his journey and how he leads up to that responsibility, how he owns up to that responsibility, which assassin or no assassin, it brings good pimples, you know what I'm saying? It brings good pimples to your body. And the wonderful thing, apart from the assassination in Jamaica that haunts the character all through the film, it never took the guns into its own community. And it says, my enemy's enemy is my tactical ally. Whatever that means, I don't know. But there's also a message in there. It's towards the end, it gets a little bit political, because at some point, when he decides that he wants out and wants to focus his attention on raising his son the way he wants to raise his son, his employers reluctantly offer him a last hit on some controversial Islamic militant clergy who is very critical of the U.S. and Western involvement in their area in the Middle East. Anyway, he decides not to carry out the assassination and everything. They come after his son and him with a vengeance. The story is it's more in depth than that. We do the child molestation thing because of the overprotective nature of his relationship with his son. The social services have also misinterpreted that and are also investigating him for child molestation. Yes, he sleeps in the same bed with his son. I slept in the same bed with my father every day. I mean, we just got no notion or concept of some of this craziness that some people, that they do. I mean, for me, my family personally, it was not a part of our reality. So yeah, we addressed that issue. We played that issue very well. So there's a whole lot of things going on in the film. It's a good film. It's my way of addressing the stereotype black baby father image per se.
Okay, yeah, I look forward to that one.
Absolutely, my
So
brother.
there's enough going on in there anyway. I know that
Yes.
for sure. You said you come from Madagascar.
I come from Africa. Let me rephrase that. I come from the continent. I don't recognize any boundaries. I'm from Africa. I'm from the African continent, period. The word Madagascar slipped out of my mouth. I'm not going to answer no further questions to that effect. I'm a child of the continent, and that's it. I claim it from north to south to east to west.
But I'm someone, right? I like to know, I collect music from all the different countries where African people live.
Right.
And I've got music from Madagascar.
Oh, okay.
But I've spoken to Mauritians, I've spoken to people from Mauritius, but I've never really spoken to anybody about the situation in Madagascar.
Okay, well, I can, the situation in Madagascar is the situation everywhere else. The non-blacks control the economical weight of the continent. They control the politics and subject the masses of the population, which is black, to their personal and private agenda. And, so that is the situation there. That's the situation in most other places where you have environments like Madagascar. So music, Madagascar, Africa is a wonderful place to collect music. Generally. I'm an African son. I'm a son of Africa. I come from the United People and States of Africa.
Anything you want to add?
My
Free
brother,
space.
we got work to do. When we use that word, the revolution would not be televised. We got work to do. It's not about films. It's not about music. It's about our people. There's a lot of statistics, uncomfortable statistics that we addressed in the film, the HIV/AIDS thing, the new biological warfare agent that's supposed to attack the phenol cell within our melanin, which, as they say, if a melanin efficient black person inhales this type of biological warfare agent, will be dead within 24 hours. Whereas a melanin deficient person would probably suffer a migraine headache that's going to last half their time. I mean, these things that's been used against us. HIV/AIDS was created in a lab between 1972 to 1985. 100 million Africans were injected with this virus, under the pretext of vaccinating our people for smallpox. You got all kind of crazy things. By the end of this show, before we wake up tomorrow morning, close to 60,000 African children will be dead. We got work to do. We got to realize that we got work to do and focus on what we got to do and just move things along. We need to start networking with each other beyond film. I mean, yes, we do film to sow seeds. We do music to sow seeds. But after that seed is sown, now we need to cultivate those ideas and find the appropriate tools to do what we need to do. We got work to do. That's all.
Okay, and if people want to get in touch with you,
Okay. I never gave the website for the film. We have a 3-minute trailer of the film on the website. The website is www.quietstormfilm.com. That's www.quietstormfilm.com. My email address is at relitscine@yahoo.co.uk. That's relitscine@yahoo.co.uk.
okay, Shango, yeah, thanks a lot.
My brother, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. And I'm coming to see the film this
Keep
weekend.
it strong, man.
Yeah.
Keep it strong. I'll be looking out for you.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely, right. That was Brother Shango, director and scriptwriter for the film The Quiet Storm. And you can check that film out, like he was saying. It's round and about the capital of London for the next 2 weeks. And that film's called The Quiet Storm. Very, very powerful film. Had it recommended to me by lots and lots and lots of people. You know, so definitely check it out. I'm going to play one tune about bad leadership, you know, seeing as that's what the topic's been so far. You're in tune to Brother Kubara. This is African Worldview on AMP Radio.
Everybody is afraid of AIDS because it has no cure, at least for now. But I tell you, disease which get cure, but still terrible past AIDS, plenty for Africa. WHO, that's the World Health Organization, says health is a state of complete physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Just because a man is still walking the streets doesn't mean he's healthy. Yoruba proverb says, the biggest disease that can infect a society is bad leadership. Yes, bad leadership. When you have bad leaders, you have a mighty problem. Then smaller problems will climb on your head. I have the greatest displeasure and dishonor, or should we say dubious honor, of introducing to you the extended family of bad leadership. Yes, bad leadership. Poverty is a disease, oh. Slavery is a disease. Economic depression disease, oh. Perpetual hyperinflation disease, oh. Corruption is a disease, oh. Military coup is a disease, oh. Lack of organization disease, oh. Illiteracy disease. All these diseases get a cure, but nobody they use the medicine. All of them are products of bad leadership. With good leadership, Africa will progress, yo. With bad leadership, Africa will remain in bondage because, yo, bad leadership is the biggest disease, yo. Bad leadership is the reason Africa no progress, yo. Bad leadership is the problem of Africa. Bad leadership, you get big, big, big family. Let me introduce it back to you. This is the family of bad leadership. Bad leadership is the husband of corruption. Corruption, the mother of backwardness. Backwardness, brother of poverty. Poverty, the sister of squalor. Squalor, the king of disease. Oh, shame. Shame. How come a land of abundant resources is locked in perpetual retrogression? A land of great minds and human potential, Africa, is led by greedy, blind, basal animals. Let us pray for Africa. If you love Africa, please pray with me. Let's go. O God of all heaven and earth, and all creatures therein, please grant us succor. Empower us, as did David, deliver us from the hands of our oppressors, so that someday, wherever we may be, in Africa, or the diaspora, Africans will be free, and Africa will be healthy. God Almighty, please give us great leaders, leaders with vision. Give them to us, O God, and deliver us from the hands of bad leaders. Bad leaders like it. Bad leaders like it. I say bad leaders like it. You know them, oh God. I don't have to mention their names. There was a man, they called his name Goliath. He was big, he was powerful, completely power drawn.
On the Sony label, the sounds of Lagbaja, bad leadership. Yeah, oh gosh, we got lots of experience of that, both home and abroad.
Ah, mistake. Little David with his little catapults. Though he was small, he had God on his side. He put stone for catapults. He knocked it for Goliath head. Goliath falling down. Ah, yaka yakata. With all in power, Goliath fall down. That is the way all the enemies of Africa will fall. I say that is the way all the enemies of Africa will fall. The looters and the raiders and all those who choose to abuse their ill-gotten powers and use their ill-gotten wealth to oppress totally without any consideration whatsoever for the well-being of their fellow human beings. Including all their colluders, pata pata. Then go for. Then go for.
Lagbaja. And what I'm going to do now is just, roll a couple of tunes and catch you up back here on AMP Radio. This is a sister called Ura. This album's been out quite a while. Another album from Sony. This one's from South Africa. And this is called Stop the War. Most definitely want the wars to stop, A bit more positivity we need in the area, Okay, this is Sister Ura.
Benambe. south, war in the north, war in the west, east, war in the south. Let's see the yard, that's what we want. Let's see the yard, that's what we want. Let's see the yard, that's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. No respect, that's what we want. That's what we want. War in the north and a war in the south.
Going to give you three from South Africa. Up top I played Ura. This is Dr. Victor Kalumba.
We
Third one from South Africa. This one is The Slaves Come Back. This is from the promo album African Reggae. Yeah, check this one out on the ARC record label. Come Back.
To live a sweet life, but I don't know when I will fall in love again. Many people have fallen out of love. Some whisper they've been trying all along. Hey, yeah. Will you come back here, oh my love? Will you come back here, oh my love? Will you come back here? Miss you, oh my love. Oh my love. Will you come back here, oh my love? Will you come back here, oh my love? Will you come back Black is a cream of the crop. They say when you're brown, you hang around. When you're white, you're alright. But when you're black, you stay back. That isn't right, oh my gosh. Anything bad, they call it black. Anything bad, they call it black. Black market, black man. Why didn't they give them a different color? You see, that's what they taught us, but they can no longer fool us. Black is taking over the limelight, and they ain't no stopping us now. Because we're moving up to the top. Blacks moving up, we're moving up to the top. Anything bad, they call it black. It's a fact. Anything bad, they call it black. But yes, I know black is a creep of the crop. You see, I'm not easy to be brainwashed. Anything bad, they call it black. Anything bad, they call it black. But black is a cream of the crop. You see, I'm not easy to be brainwashed. They say when you're brown, you hang around. When you're white, you're alright. But when you're black, you stay back. That isn't right, oh my gosh. Anything bad, they call it black. Anything bad, they call it black. They have the black market, black man, black Sunday. Why didn't they call that a different color? You see, that's what they taught us.
Junior Marvin telling you how it is. They say anything bad, they call it black. And I'm going to play a second one from Junior Marvin. That was Anything Bad They Call It Black. This one's about the propaganda ministers.
Spread propaganda, make sure you can prove it. Before you spread propaganda, make sure you can prove it. Why spread propaganda on an innocent man, trying to spoil his character with your lying tongue? Why spread false rumor, talking about things you can't prove? All wicked and grudgeful, but minded. All wicked and grudgeful, but minded. Why spread propaganda? Spread propaganda. Stop spread propaganda. Propaganda minister. They render evil for good. I know that they would, but none of my steps will slide.